This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1189 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks. Brought to you today by Kentucky Performance Products. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jenn here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today, I've got a solo tip for you, my top 5 tips for blanketing season. And we'll get right to our tip after this important message from Kentucky Performance Products.
She had waited all her life for this moment, dreaming about it since she was 10 years old. The trailer ramp touched the ground. He whinnied as she backed him out, swinging his head around to get a good look at his new home. His coat gleamed in the sun. Her love had arrived. She was breathless. He was beautiful. She could hardly wait to tack him up and start off on what she was sure would be the best times of her life. This love story is brought to you by Contribute, providing essential omega-3 fatty acids that help maintain low inflammation levels throughout your horse's body. The horse that matters to you matters to Kentucky Performance Products. Call 859-873-2974 or visit kppusa.com to order today.
So here are my top 5 blanketing tips for the blanketing season. First, get the best fit you can. Just like the favorite pair of jeans that you wear or breeches, you've got to match the blanket to the horse's body type. And even within a given brand, the fit can be different with the different price points and styles. So investigate different styles and cuts that might best fit your horse. Does he need shoulder darts or not? Does he need a high neck or an adjustable neck? Does he need leg straps that cross in the back, or does he do better with just a little tail cord? Or even a belly band versus surcingles. All of these things affect how the horse feels inside of his binky, and if it doesn't feel good, he's not going to be very happy about wearing it.
Anyway, I'm a unicorn, and I'm from Sheffield.
Number 2, use the right blanket for the job. Cotton sheets do not make good coolers. Stable blankets are not a good choice for turning your horse out, even in the indoor arena. And putting a 300-gram turnout blanket on your horse and heading off on an 8-hour road trip is not necessarily a good idea. If you feel like you don't know how to dress your horse, you can hit up your favorite manufacturer's website, talk to the local store owners, or you can stay tuned to Horse Tip Daily for my horse wardrobe essentials tip coming up soon. Number 3, keep your horse's clothes as clean as possible. And this doesn't always mean washing them on a weekly basis. Yes, laundering is essential at least once a season, but you should be brushing the dirt off with a good stiff brush every day and hanging the blankets up so that they can breathe. Now, many of us use turnout blankets for indoor and outdoor use these days, so if you're one of those folks, have 2, so that one of them has a chance to get cleaned off and aired out, if not laundered. And also, your horse is a lot less likely to develop skin funk if the blankets are kept clean and fresh. Having your blankets professionally laundered at the end of the season, however, is an excellent investment.
Any questions?
Number 4, be consistent. If you're not able to commit to changing your horse's blankets as often as he needs them to be changed, perhaps you should opt for the Wookiee look this winter. If your horse is getting overheated under too many blankets sometimes and then getting chilled others, are you really doing him any favors? Probably not. Think through it before you go down that path.
Oh, joy.
And number 5, take your horse's blankets off every day. There are a myriad of reasons, not the least of which is you need to find out if your horse is harboring any injuries under there. Yes, he can get injured underneath of his blanket and there's no evidence on top. And blanketing does not absolve you of keeping an eye on your horse's weight. We've all heard the stories where Old Thunder wore a nice toasty warm blanket all winter long, and then the owner is shocked come springtime. He takes the blanket off, and there are his ribs hanging out. So you take the blankets off every day. And as I mentioned, stay tuned to this space on Horse Tip Daily, and I'm going to have the horse blanket wardrobe essentials coming up soon. Well, there you have it. Make sure you have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go with the free Horse Radio Network app for iPhone or Android. Go to your app store and search Horse Radio Network. Do it today. It's quick, it's free, and it's easy. Or you can subscribe via iTunes. This podcast was made possible by Kentucky Performance Products and listeners like you. This is Coach Jenn, and I'll be back again soon with another tip. Until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.